You are now watching the Queen Chioma.
So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video on camera edition. Stand right on up because you already know what we about to do, okay? Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say grab a snack and bring it back. Hey, Chioma Chat. It's Chioma Chat. Say hey, get it. Shake twerk. Shake. And it's Chioma Chat. I love to get y'all hype before the videos because even if we're tackling a serious topic, I just want y'all to be in happy spirits. Some of y'all may be having a very bad day. I've had bad days, and watching this video was the one thing that made you happy and smile today. So if that is you, I'm talking to you. Shout out to you, and you're definitely going to get through this and be okay. So by the title, we are going to be talking about the discrimination that Black women, and more specifically dark-skinned Black women, continue to face in nightlife spaces, especially in big cities like Los Angeles, New York, and DC. So this conversation was sparked again by a viral TikTok from, I think she's a hairstylist named Nichelle, who shared her experience of being turned away from Harriet's Rooftop in LA by a man named Robbie, someone that she alleges has a clear pattern of denying entry to dark-skinned women while welcoming in white and light-skinned girls for free. So I think this was very shocking, but not shocking at the same time, because we see all these anti-Black sentiments and treatments that, you know, kind of lead to people to get online and tell their story. And this has definitely sparked a much needed conversation online again. In her video, Kia gets candid about how she's tired of being told that she's not enough to enter the same spaces her lighter skinned peers walk into freely. And to make things worse, rapper Kaliii also commented under her TikTok video saying that this has happened to her too. I think specifically that club, even with her celebrity status. So what's crazy is that this is something that many of us have experienced quietly, brushed it off, or even gaslit ourselves about. We assume that maybe it was our outfit or our attitude, or we just didn't know the right people, like we're not in the in crowd. But more often than not, it's our skin color. That's the deciding factor. And it's exhausting, honestly. We shouldn't have to wonder if we'll be seen as too dark or too Black just to enter a damn building. So I really wanted to talk about this deeply because I did kind of talk about this before, but I've broken this video down into 5 main talking points. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So point number 1 is the normalization of discrimination in club culture, right? We've seen this a lot. So this isn't a rare or isolated situation. The rejection of dark-skinned Black women at clubs has been normalized in a way that's become almost expected, right? We know the code. We know the you can come in, but your friend can't line, right? We know the look up and down, you know, that whole thing. The thing is, it's not who you are at all. It's literally how you look. And more specifically, it's about how your look deviates from that Eurocentric aesthetic that these clubs think represent value, right? That's how they determine who deserves access. It's the same reason you'll see flyers and club recaps where everyone looks the same. Have y'all noticed that? Light skin, long weave, flat stomach, BBL, body, you know, ambiguous features. These are not just beauty standards, right? These are like boundaries of exclusion, okay? When dark-skinned Black women are either completely left out or only allowed under strict conditions, that is definitely not preference at all. It's just racism and colorism hiding behind aesthetics like we've always talked about. And it's not always white establishments doing this. Some of the worst culprits are Black-owned clubs run by Black men who enforce these anti-Black beauty standards themselves. Like, can we be real?
A long time ago, me and my cousin were at a section in Miami with Baddie, and I was told to get off the section as the only dark-skinned girl. All the light-skinned girls were able to stay in the section. See, that's Baddie right there. So me and my cousin were in the section first. I'm dark-skinned with the sparkly shirt. She's light-skinned. I was the only one told to step down off the section. The only dark-skinned girl. See right here? I was so pissed because I had to get off the section. I was so pissed. But then they let me back in the section. I stayed just for the free drinks. Stupid.
It's gotten to a point where people try to make this type of exclusion sound like business as usual. Like, oh, that's just how it is. But no. Because no. Absolutely, because no. I haven't done that in a long time. But just because it's common doesn't make it right, right? And if you're a dark-skinned woman watching this who's ever like second guessed your worth because of the way someone at the door treated you, sister, come close. please know this is not your fault, okay? This culture is just very sick. Moving on to point number 2, breaking down Kia Nichelle's experience. Kia's video is very powerful because she didn't just vent, right? She kind of laid out that there is a clear pattern. She said that this man, Rob, who we have to find, so FBI, Gen Z FBI agents, step on it, right? But she said that this man, Rob, has been doing this for years. And honestly, when someone shows you who they are consistently, you believe them, right? She mentioned how he let in multiple white and light-skinned women when she was out with them without hesitation, but told her and her friend, 2 beautiful dark-skinned black women, that they need to pay $100 to enter, even though they already have a table. Look, if you buck, cry, buck in the club, right? Look, if you buck, I'm a gat towing, pistol holding. That would have been me. There is no justifying that. If a table guest comes down to get you and you're on the list, that should be it, okay? Instead, Kia and her friend were basically blocked and they were told that, oh, we're at capacity, but somehow watch other women walk past them, get in with no problem. That type of psychological whiplash is something that so many black women know too well, right? I know this. You're made to feel invisible and hyper visible at the same time, seen but unwanted.
What's up, y'all? My name is Kia, and I just want to tell y'all what really happened on the 4th of July at Harriet's. So y'all probably seen my homegirl's story time about the whole situation, but I just felt like I need to speak out too, because there's a guy who's always, I don't know if you call it a bouncer or whatever you call the people at the front door that let people in or tell people they can't come in. I don't know what you call it, but this guy, he's a white man. His name is Robbie, whatever. I'll put his name in the caption. Every time he's working the clubs, he never lets chocolate girls in. I noticed because 2 years ago, when me and my friend Crystal, who's also a beautiful chocolate girl, we were trying to get into Poppy. We were with a white girl at the time. Like, this is so frustrating. Y'all don't even understand. We were with a white girl at the time, and we were trying to get in, and he made it very clear she could come in. And she was like, well, what about my 2 friends? She was talking about me and my friend Crystal. And he was like, they got to pay $100 a piece. My thing is this. And also, when me and Ninja, my friend Ninja, went to Harriet's, he did the same shit. It wasn't good enough that we had a table. We had friends who were already at the table. It wasn't good enough that somebody from our table came down to come get us from the door. It wasn't good enough that... shit, nothing was good enough. He ended up just saying, like, first he tried to play the we at capacity, we not letting nobody in. But if and when the video footage is pulled from Harriet's, you can see that the line in front of the elevator to get into the club, where me and my friend is standing at, there's a line. On the side, there's another line where people are just walking up. He lets 3 light-skinned girls in. He lets a white girl right through, all this other shit, but never not once collected $100. The same $100 that he always trying to charge the dark-skinned girls to pay when they want to get into the club. He never not once charged them that. And my question is this. When y'all clubs like Harriet's and Poppy and all of that stuff, when y'all have this man, or boy rather, navigating these doors and he's asking for $100, where's that money going? Or is it y'all that's saying, oh, the black ass girls got to pay $100 to get in? Or is this just amount of money that he's trying to pocket for himself? I really need to know this, because it's actually insane. And it's actually, it's against the fucking law. And I hate to cuss because it's so ugly, but y'all don't understand how frustrating it is. Y'all don't understand how frustrating it is to spend your time getting ready to go out, have a good time, and then you get to the venue and you're faced with racism and discrimination. And I'm not, I hate that people try to create the narrative of, oh, you just, and please y'all, like, the whole thing about the situation is, people will try to say, oh, well, we need just don't go there. And why are y'all mad about y'all only screaming colorism and all of this because y'all didn't get in? It's not about that. But at the same time, it is about the fact that the only reason why we couldn't get in is because we was chocolate. And if we was to get in, we had to be taxed an outrageous amount to get in. People pay to get in places all the time. That's not a problem. But charging the women $100, black women, dark-skinned women, $100 to get into a venue that you've been letting all the light-skinned, fair-skinned, see-through girls get in, it's crazy. So I really would love to know where is this $100 going that he's always trying to charge the chocolate girls. This is also how you know I'm not lying. I made this post on my Instagram, and I not only had women attesting to the same thing that I'm saying, men as well. The thing about it is, y'all, everybody ain't telling the same lie. And y'all clubs need to stop letting this man, Rob, whatever his name is, manage y'all doors. I don't know what's going on, what's happening, but he's an asshole. From what I heard, he has two girls of his own. He's supposed to be a girl dad. But how you treating women like that? Like, I'm tired of the bullshit, and I really didn't want to make this story time, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to support my sister in her story time, and I'm also going to support the other women who felt so defeated that they didn't speak up. Also, if y'all go to Harriet's reviews, y'all see what I'm talking about. All black women ain't telling the same lie. If everybody's saying, yo, these places is not letting you in if you dark skinned, that's what it is. Period. Then they also try to say, oh, well, Sundays is for the black people. Y'all should go on Sundays. Damn. Why can't go on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, though?
This happened to me my first time going to Miami in 2017, college spring break. We were trying to get into a club, and they were like, oh, yeah, we're at capacity. I was with all black girls, and none of us were light-skinned or racially ambiguous. And we were standing outside, and they were saying that we can't get in. But we kept seeing girls go in. And one person, I don't remember if it was a guy or girl, they walked up to us, and then he was like, I think it was the guy. He was like, ladies, I'm not gonna lie, y'all look good, but like, they not gonna let y'all in because y'all are black. Like, they want a certain look of girls in there.
Outfits for tonight, and he's right in front of my camera. Star outfit, crystal outfit. Let me see if I can flip this. Chioma outfit. Are you getting Chioma outfit? Chioma outfit. Yes. Okay, no. Wait. Well, this is not gonna. Look at all of this. This is not about to fly with me. Like, what is this? This is not Miami life, and it still continues. This is not gonna fly with me. People need to. Oh. And here we are at this party.
So we couldn't get into that party. So now we walk into another party. Had to take these off because Chioma doesn't do long distance in heels. I can, but I'm not gonna do it on this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. No, we walk. Get my ass.
Here we are at some party.
We ended up going to another spot when we had fun that night, but like, it was just crazy that was my first time experiencing it, and I thought I looked cute that day, so that was crazy. So what makes Kia's story even more valid is that other women flooded her comments with their own stories. She is not lying, she's not exaggerating, and she shouldn't have to, prove her humanity in order to be heard, right? She even pointed out that she's posted about this before, and people still tried to silence her. But this time she came back with names, with places, and even suggested checking the security footage to see who was let in and who wasn't. And when I was looking on the shade room when I saw this, the comments to me were not passing the vibe check. Like, how dare any black person, black woman or black man sit there and try to defend this, right? But I'm glad that, that's how confident that she is that this is what it is. Kia even said, y'all don't understand how frustrating it is to spend your time getting ready to go out, and then you get to the venue and you're faced with racism and discrimination. It's not even just about getting into the place. Like, it's about the fact that the only reason that they didn't get in was because they were black, right? They were dark skinned.
So as I was doing my research for this video, I came across another TikTok user. She goes by Ninja Marie, and she had the same experience, and it was around the same time. I wanted y'all to check out what she had to say as well. So check this out.
Hey guys, so this is why I won't be going to Harriet's in West Hollywood anymore as a dark-skinned woman in Los Angeles, California. I've never actually experienced this at this establishment ever in my 12 and a half years of living in LA. I was quite frankly shocked, flabbergasted, but this is reality, you know, this is reality. Whoever Rob is, that man's who's able to come in and come out at Harriet's rooftop, you should be fired. You should actually be ashamed of yourself on how you treated my friend and I. Why you didn't let us in for no apparent reason, I don't know. Why you wanted us to pay $100 a piece to get in, yet you let other girls in prior to us is crazy. And mind you, I was standing there for over an hour trying to get in. And yo, I was going to Harriet's because, you know, I was invited and they had tables or whatever. You know, I said their names at the door so we can go up. They're like, oh no, I don't know that name. Gave them another name. Oh, they left, but they're upstairs. You know, Rob, the person at the door, he continued to let girls in as my friend and I are standing there. Just continue to let girls in. At one point, they're like, oh, we're closed. To make people, you know, want to leave. But I stood my ground. Some other girls stood their ground. But he let girls who were of lighter skin complected, who had big titty, big lips, big booty in. Hispanic women in. But the girls that look like me, there are a few of them that look like me. He did not let them in. At one point they're like, yeah, tell them to come down, come get you. He did that. Oh, they can't go up. Oh, we got to charge them $100 a piece. But then continue to let girls in that didn't know anybody, that didn't have a table upstairs. But my friend and I, who were very classy, very fine, brown-skinned women, dark-skinned women, dark-skinned black women, couldn't get in. And I was just so flabbergasted at how we were treated. Like, what? So at one point, my friend and I walked away and we're like, okay, whatever. We're not going to get in. Cool, whatever. So I guess one of the promoters, you know, talked to my friend and she was like, Ninja, come back. So, okay, I'm like, okay, cool. We walked back. Mind you, the promoter is someone that shops at my store. I'm like, you don't remember me? You shop at my store? And he's like, oh my God, that's you. Because I be looking completely different. Anyways, and he was like, oh, that's you. Oh, I love your store. I love the store you shop. Cool, whatever, chop. He's like, I'm going to get y'all in. This nigga couldn't even get us in. He couldn't even get us in. And I'm just like, what? He kept saying to this person named Rob, hey, I'm trying to let these two girls in. Like, he kept pointing to us, and it was a no. While Rob continued to let more people in. At one point, a big black man came in. I think his name was Rob too. I don't know what he was, but he was cool with the Rob. He let him in and he was like, oh, you with anybody? He was like, no. But he was like, let these girls in. It was like 8 girls that they let in. But they didn't let us in. Ain't that crazy? I'm not dressed like a whore. I'm very cute. I have a black top on, jeans. Very simple. Very modest, but very sexy and fine. And I couldn't get let in. Me and my friend couldn't get let in. When I tell you I will never go back to Harriet's again, I don't give a fuck who was there and who was inviting me. I'm never going back again. I would, And Rob, whoever you are, you're going to get yours. But me and mine will not step foot in that establishment again. I go where I'm wanted. Okay? And another thing. At one point, I heard Rob say to another gentleman, well, if you look like her, you'll get in. Like, if you look like her, you'll get in. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You want all the women to look like bimbos? All the women have to be light-skinned, big fake-ass lips, big fake-ass titties, and big fake-ass booty to get in? I didn't know that Harriet's had a look requirement. Shame on you. Shame on you, Rob. Shame on y'all at Harriet's. Fuck y'all.
So to me, that's the kind of pain that you carry with you. It doesn't just end when the night is over, it definitely lingers. So moving on to point number 3, I want to talk about Kaliii's comment and how even famous Black women aren't exempt from this. So what hit me the hardest is that even a celebrity like Kaliii, she's, famous for that song, He Want My Number, Gotta Hit Him With the You know Kaliii, right? Beautiful dark-skinned girl, chocolatey, has locks, like she's beautiful to me. But even she had to face this. So she had wrote in Kia's comment section saying, "This has happened to me. They don't care what you do or who you are. All they see is skin color. This ain't just Harriet like the club." She said that she had a woman look her dead in the eyes and say that they're at capacity at a work event. She said she was there for another music label. She said that she was visiting as they only let in light-skinned or foreign women. And she said, "It's frustrating that if you react, you're now the angry Black woman." And to me, that says everything. Kaliii is a signed rapper. She's talented, she's beautiful, she's successful, and yet the door still gets slammed in her face simply because she doesn't fit their standard. If that can happen to her, imagine how many everyday women are facing this silently. And she brings up a great point when she says, when we react, we get labeled angry. Our valid emotional responses to being dehumanized get weaponized against us. Welcome to being a Black woman 101. And that's the part of the system too. They deny you entry and then punish you for having feelings about it, right? This also exposes how skin color still determines access to social capital. It's not just about the class or money or success. It's about your color, your proximity to whiteness, the politics of desirability. And what's even more insidious is the fact that these spaces are often using Black culture, Black music, Black talent to fill their venues, but then turn around and exclude the very women who reflect the culture the most visibly. What do you call that? Exploitation again. And Kaliii saying that they don't care who you are basically proves that it isn't, about merit. It's just about maintaining a visual and a social hierarchy rooted in anti-Blackness, period. So moving on to point number 4, club culture's obsession with Instagram-worthy baddie beauty standards, right? I.e. bring in Natalie Nunn and the baddies, because I feel like, honestly, yes, their group can be a bit diverse, but honestly, when I looked at Baddies Gone Wild, I only watched the first episode. I was like, why do all these girls look the same? I couldn't tell them apart. I said, there's no way I could watch this show because all of them look the same. And if y'all about to go to clubs and do hostings, I don't know who is who, okay? Anyway, these clubs want you to fit the Instagram aesthetic, right? They want girls who photograph well, who fit the brands, right? And look like they could be featured on a rapper's arm. And unfortunately, that image rarely centers dark-skinned Black women. And we need to hold Black men accountable for this at times. I know people are down with the swirling, or a lot of Black men always have a reason as to why they don't date Black women, or blah, 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 blah. But this is the results, okay? So your mothers, your sisters, your cousins, your daughters, this is the results of some of those choices. I'm not saying it's fully on Black men, but I'm just saying that is exactly why we keep seeing bottle service girls with the same BBL bodies, the same lace front wigs, the same ambiguous features. And shout out to the club, The Vault in Jersey, in Newark. I was at The Vault in Jersey just a few weeks ago, and the bottle girls, if any of them watch this or y'all see this, y'all was looking beautiful. I'll insert the clip too. They came out, they brought the bottles, everybody looked different. I like to see that, show me the baddies, but I want to see different types of baddies. I don't just want to see the same person, okay? Because a lot of these clubs, they're manufacturing a look, and that look excludes the very women whose culture they steal from just to sell the same vibe they're trying to have in the club. I'll never forget when I did the video about the club Rose Bar in DC. Y'all remember Rose Bar in DC? Are they still on and popping? Y'all let me know. But they were exposed for not hiring dark-skinned women for their service staff, like their bottle girls. People were literally sending in resumes and never getting callbacks until they changed their photos or used lighter skinned friends. Think about that for a second. So a post went viral a few weeks ago, and it was Joe Budden calling out the colorism that happens in strip clubs, primarily in New York. Now, he posted this photo and accompanied it with this caption. Joe says, "New York strip clubs, not only are you not hiring Black women, but you're purposely hiring the same exact girl. Your promoter having a type is gonna lose y'all money this summer. This is disgusting. Not the girls, but the optics." So I think Joe is speaking on something that a lot of us have already realized. this. This conversation about colorism in so many industries has been a hot topic for quite a while, as people have been realizing the color-based injustices that have been going on for centuries. So, this behavior teaches Black women, from college students to influencers to celebrities, that no matter how beautiful or stylish or fun you are, your skin tone might still block your access. And, it's not just wrong, it actually is very traumatizing. Beauty should never be a barrier to belonging, but these clubs have made it clear that they don't want all types of beauty. They want beauty that conforms, not beauty that reflects real Black diversity. The fact that Black women are still dressing up, showing up, and just trying to enjoy themselves despite that constant rejection shows our resilience, so I'll give us that. But it also speaks to how desperate sometimes we can be just to exist freely in the same spaces that everyone else gets to enjoy. And yes, some people say, why even go where you're not wanted? But that question ignores the real issue. Why are we still being told that we're not wanted in the first place? Moving on to my fifth and final point, what needs to change? Exposure, accountability, and just community power. Because at this point, there needs to be real accountability. We need to stop excusing these venues for being exclusive. Y'all not really exclusive, okay? Y'all discriminatory, okay? Discrimination is not exclusive. It's illegal, for real, for real. And it's time we start treating it that way. People need to start documenting these moments, for sure. I like that she took to her TikTok. I'm talking using them Ray-Ban recording glasses, hidden phones, Google reviews, because exposure is powerful and social media can do a lot. When these clubs start getting bad press, bad ratings, and bad reputations, they will feel it in their pockets, which is what needs to happen. We also need to uplift and support venues that actually celebrate Black women. Stop giving your money to places that hate you. Okay, please. Find the lounges, the bars, and promoters that see us. And I'm in Atlanta, so y'all let me know where to go and where not to go. I'm going out tonight, but I think I'm gonna have a good time tonight. But, let's not make some of these places the hot spots. And to the bouncers and to the promoters upholding these beauty hierarchies, you're not doing your job, okay? You're perpetuating harm. You're helping to devalue Black women in real time. We need laws enforced. We need allies to speak up. We need influencers and celebrities to stop working with venues that are known for this type of discrimination. And lastly, Black women, especially those with darker skin, need spaces where they can feel safe, desired, and prioritized, not just tolerated, not just allowed, but celebrated, okay? This isn't just about the clubs and stuff. It's about our humanity. And until that's honored in every space, from the boardrooms to bottle service, we're just gonna have to keep speaking up. So yeah, this conversation isn't new, but it's still very relevant. And as we've seen with Kia and even Kaliii, it doesn't matter if you're regular or well-known, these clubs will still try to make you feel like you're not enough simply because you're a Black woman. And again, to me, that is not just colorism, that is also dehumanization. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. If y'all don't mind supporting me on my journey to becoming this year's Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA. I'm currently in the running for this pageant, and it is the next month. I cannot wait. This is my first pageant. So if y'all can donate to my journey, we're also doing this to end hunger in Nigeria. So a really good cause. The link is pinned down below, and thank you in advance. And as always, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Mademoiselle, I'm more du caramel. You got my mind spinning like a carousel. Can you tell? Ooh, you so professional, smooth like a criminal. Passenger princess, always treat me like Cinderella. Yeah, call me Bella, say I look stellar. Tu me fais better, ils sont jealous. C'est mon père from my left side. J'ai regardé, je ne vois pas no other man. Number one, Papa, you know you